Receiving schools, here is your reference for today's lesson. Your strand, substrand, outcome, topic, materials, and your reference.
Okay, good morning 8Cs, receiving school students and teachers. Thank you, may sit down. All right, 8Cs and receiving students. I remember giving you a question in our previous lesson where you were to think about. Okay, the question was looking at this climograph, right? You were supposed to maybe describe the location of this place, whether it's in a hot region or in a cold region. All right, receiving students. So let me just write something up here. All right, so receiving students and 8Cs, from this climograph here, this climate graph, you are supposed to describe the location of this place V. Is it in a hot desert region? Okay, we'll give these two answers and you try and figure out or work out. Is it in a hot desert region or is it in a cold desert region? And that needs you to think, all right? Just look at the rainfall measurements and the temperature readings. Okay, receiving students. Does anyone have an answer here? Maybe one of you can give us the answer and explain why you think it's that's the answer. This type of question will come in your paper, in your exam, so it needs you to think critically about this question and to really study and interpret. It's a skill, okay? What do you think? Is it in a hot desert region or is it in a cold desert region? Group 3, you've got your answer. Look at your rainfall measurements, look at the temperature readings, and you try and work it out, describe. Why do you say it's cold? Huh? Oh. What are you thinking?
Is it on what desert region or what?
A hot desert region. Okay, some of you got some answers or? Okay, quickly, can we have one? Please, any volunteer to tell us what you think? Or you can also tell the class what you think the location of this place is. Is it in a hot desert region or do you think it's in a cold desert region? And why? Okay. All right, we'll have Daphne and then Paulus.
I think it's a cold desert region because the temperature is below 20 degrees Celsius, yet it is dry all around the year.
Okay. Okay, that's Daphne's answer. Paulus?
I think it's hot desert region because it doesn't rain a lot.
Okay. Paulus said he thinks it's place V is located in a hot desert region because it doesn't rain a lot. What about you others? What do you others think? Receiving students? Okay, Daphne is saying it's in a cold desert region because of the, if you look at the temperature, all right, looking at the temperature doesn't exceed 20 degrees Celsius and above, above. The lowest is 10 degrees. Even though it doesn't experience rain, much rain. Come on, you others, what are you thinking? Quickly. Okay, everyone look up here, 8 season receiving students. All right, a hot desert region. Okay, if place V was to be in a hot desert region, you look at the temperature. The temperature would be, what do you think? It would be above 20 degrees Celsius, or maybe it would have the line going like this or something. Yeah, okay? If it was a hot desert region, okay? Even though it doesn't experience any rainfall, okay? Place V is located in a cold desert region or cold desert area because you look at the line readings, temperature readings, okay? It's below 20 degrees Celsius, okay? And then it comes down to 10 degrees Celsius and then it goes up again. But even though it doesn't receive much rainfall, the temperature, okay, is below 20 degrees Celsius. Maybe if it's above 20 degrees Celsius, 23 or 30 degrees Celsius, maybe it would be a hot desert region, okay? 8Cs, please, are you listening to me? Everyone look up here again. Place V is located in a cold desert region, okay, a cold area, all right? Because of that, you look at the temperature, all right? The temperature is 20 degrees Celsius and below, all right? If it was in a hot desert region, you would see the temperature would rise, okay? And so it's in a cold desert region. So that's why you have to look carefully at the temperature readings and also the rainfall measurements, okay? Andy, you understood what I just explained? Yes? All right. Okay, so that was for that. Okay, HCs and receiving students. So that way, in our previous lesson, we looked at climographs. Climographs or climate graphs, which shows temperature readings and rainfall measurements on one graph. Okay, very good. Okay, for today's lesson, okay, let's have a look here, please. Pie graphs. Okay, receiving students, I've reminded you having revision exercises all throughout. So we're not going to start on anything new unless we see that there's a need for us to learn about something new, then we can. But otherwise, we'll all just go through revision exercises or points. Okay, pie graph, or we can say a pie chart. All right, and an example of a pie chart, a pie graph is up here. Okay, receiving students. Okay, good. Okay, what do we call this here? What are these here? Receiving students? These are fractions. Fractions or what? Sectors, okay? They are sectors, parts that are divided, all right? Okay, that are being divided, okay, different sizes of sectors. All right, look at this pie graph here, this pie chart. Okay, this pie graph refers or shows different shareholders of a bank. Okay. Can you see from the back? True. Oops, yeah, I have to wait. Okay, and here I just have initials of these shareholders. VP, LV, GS, SI, QYRO. Okay? And, okay, so these are the, shareholders of a bank. All right. Then it says here, refer to the pie graph. Okay, refer to the pie graph here and answer these questions. Okay. Who holds just over 25% of the shares? That's number one. Two, which shareholder has the least shares in the bank? Three, what percentage would SI, QY, and RO make up? And the last question, what do the sectors of the pie graph represent? Okay, so receiving students and 8Cs, you're not going to copy down this pie graph, okay? You don't have to copy it down because we don't have enough time. So you can just answer these questions by looking at the pie graph. Okay, quickly, can you do that now? Just 2 minutes. Receiving students, your questions. I also have them on the slide, so you can copy it down. And you can discuss your answers or discuss the questions with your friends or in your group to get the answer quickly. Yep. Okay. Okay, if you cannot see, let's see. Okay, it looks like you finished number one. Okay, number one, number 2, 3, and 4. Wait. Is it number 4?
Yeah.
What do the sectors of the pie graph represent?
What do the
Sectors. What do the sectors of the pie graph represent? Okay. You finished? Sorry.
This is a second. This is 75%. So what's left in there?
Okay, I think we'll go through our answers now. Is it fine? Okay. Receiving students. Okay, we'll go through number 1. Okay, number 1. Who holds just over 25% of the bank shares? LPV. VP. You agree with VP? Yes. Okay. Receiving students, VP holds over 25%. You see this? Okay, let's say this is 25%. 90 degrees. Okay. Change that into percentage. That's 25%. So it's over 25%. So VP, okay, holds over 25% of the bank shares. Okay, that's the answer for number 1. Number 2, which shareholder has the least shares in the bank? The least shares, RO. Not Aaron, RO. Okay, number 3, what percentage would SI, that's me, QY, and RO make up? 25%. You see? Yeah, where? SI, QY, RO makes up 25%. You see, Samuel? This is 25%. 90 degrees. Okay, right angle, 90 degrees. That's equivalent to 25%. All right. Okay, and the last one, what do the sectors of the pie graph represent? What do they represent? Okay, they represent, okay, the sizes of the shareholders, shareholders of a bank, okay? So each sector represents shareholders or different sizes of shareholders of a bank. Okay, so just that simple activity on pie graph. So remember this pie graph, all the sectors are ranged from largest to the smallest, okay? You will see. In any pie graph, it's always arranged, the sectors are arranged from largest to smallest, okay? All right, we'll stop here. Thank you very much, HCs and receiving students, for participating in today's lesson on pie graph. So in our next lesson, we have another activity on skills. All right, thank you very much for listening. And receiving teachers, our keyword for today is pie graph. Thank you, HCs and receiving students, for participating in today's lesson. Okay, thank you. You can go now.
Receiving schools, here is your reference for your next lesson. Your strand, substrand, outcome, topic, materials, and your reference.